Welcome to Harry Potter fanfiction by Mike Oxmall. This is Harry Potter and the Wand of Unfathomable Girth. It was late at night when Dobby looked at the boy who lived and said, "Harry, give me your pants and underwear." Harry looked at him in confusion and said, "Dobby, I already gave you my socks. Why do you need the rest of my clothes?" Dobby said, "Shut up, boy. I am master now." Dobby took the boy who lived under his potato sack and said, "All right, Harry, it's time to vacuum out the Chamber of Secrets." Harry was quick to do as his new master wished, while Cornelius Fudge found his way into the room and said, "Oh," and sat down with a bottle of lube and a box of tissues. "Harry," said Dobby, "faster now." Harry proceeded to suck vigorously on Dobby's erect stick, while Dobby started tapping his foot because of the immense pleasure he was feeling. Harry looked up, sticky excrement on his face, saying, "Dobby, am I done now?" Dobby looked down and said, "No, boy, continue." Harry and Dobby had done this for the next 10 months. As Harry looked up and said, "Do I get food now?" Dobby, being satisfied finally, said, "All right, boy, just for 1 hour." Dobby sat down with a bathrobe on, waiting for Harry to return with snacks. They were going to make a fun addition to the party. Harry quickly ran away, looking for Ron and Hermione to get him out of this sticky situation. Hermione found him and asked, "Why are you running?" Harry said, "Dobby is scaring me. He won't let me eat food or drink water, only cum." Hermione said, "What?" And Harry responded with, "You heard me." Dobby came running down the hall saying, "Dobby is master. Return to Dobby." Hermione said, "What?" As Harry quickly ran to his new master. Ron soon came in, practicing his newest charm, Avada Kedavra, and accidentally cast it on the boy who lived. Harry was now dead, and Dobby was left without a slave. Welcome back to the reading of Harry Potter and Dobby's Chamber of Secrets. Last we left off, Ron had accidentally used the kill curse, Avada Kedavra, on Harry Potter. Dobby, now ferociously looking for a new slave, looked at Harry's corpse and said, "It's not decomposed. I can still work with this." Dobby had dragged him to the nearest alleyway, behind Hogwarts School. Ron and Hermione were both confused and had a real conversation. Ron asked Hermione, "What was that all about? Bloody hell, Dobby's a bit of a creep." Hermione said, "Yeah, the real bitch boy took Harry's body, and now he's gonna go eat him where the sun don't shine." We cut to Dobby, as Dobby is not getting any pleasure because he cannot hear the stifled moans of the boy who lived, because the boy who lived was now dead. Dobby looked longingly for the days and months he spent making the boy who lived slurp down his warm, sticky juices. Dobby said, "Dobby must find new servants." Harry was not actually dead. Harry was just pretending to be dead. Now quickly Harry ran into the forest to go find help from his good friend Adolf Hitler. Welcome back to the reading of Harry Potter and the Kidney Stone. We last left off while Harry and Hitler were having a nice conversation over tea and crumpets. "Harry," Hitler had asked, "I thought you were going to exterminate the Jews for me." "No," said Harry. "I thought I told you Dobby's looking for a new sex slave. He's probably already found one. But Harry, Hitler said, I cannot kill Dobby. Is he against conforming to my whims? Harry had said he is not 6 foot tall, with blue eyes and blonde hair. Adolf was angry now. He said, Come, boy, we must find Dobby and kill him. They had went back to Hogwarts School, where Adolf had his entire army ready to gun down the little elf. Dobby was seen owning Hogwarts School, using Dumbledore as a footstool, and Professor McGonagall as a barista. Harry, Dobby said, in surprise, you're alive. Where were you all this time, slave? Come back to me. Harry resisted the urge to go back to his former master. Harry, Hitler said, do not worry. He cannot hurt you. I am here, boy. Hitler had grabbed out an AK-47 and started spraying the entire room with bullets. He only managed to kill everybody but Dobby and Harry. Harry, said Hitler, he's too fast. But no, Dobby cannot move fast. He's too weighed down by all the sex he just had. Dobby looked at them and said, No, I only have sex with the boy who lived. Dobby had soon learned his force magic and used the force choke on Harry Potter. No, Hitler screamed as he grabbed out his katana. Dobby is now wielding a lightsaber. They went at it. They had decided to fight a 20-minute duel. Hitler had Dobby on the ropes, but Dobby called in a personal favor from Incineroar and Donkey Kong, who banana slamma and beat him to death. Welcome back to our reading of Harry Potter and the Moaning Woods. Last thing that happened was Harry was trying to free his good friend Shrek from imprisonment from Dobby's concentration camps. Shrek! Harry shouted, I found you. Now take your saxophone. Shrek grabbed his saxophone and said, It's not a saxophone, it's a Shrexophone. And I'm not Shrek anymore. I am Shrek Man. That's stupid, Harry said, and Shrek nodded in agreement. Fine, just call me Shrek. Harry broke him out of prison, and Shrek started playing the Shrexophone non-stop. Now where to? Said Harry. Shrek, with his beautiful eyes, signaled to Donkey. He was the way they were going to get Dragon. They had gone over and found that Dragon and Donkey were both laying dead on the floor. Boy and girl Loki had found their bed and started doing the romp, except they didn't because they both used holograms and just watched. Oh no, said Loki 1. Harry and Shrek were in for it now. The other Loki disappeared because they were not real. It was actually Sonic. Sonic said, Oh no, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Loki just looked at him and said, there was no context for that. That was dumb. Shrek started playing Shrexophone even intenser. Was Harry started rubbing his wand to warm it up. Soon, they were in a very stimulating battle. Loki had pinned Shrek down, but Shrek was still managing to play his Shrexophone, while Harry cast Avada Kedavra on Sonic. Sonic is now dead. Canon. Soon, their fighting was stopped by Thanos. He had collected all 6 but Infinity Stones. They're like the Infinity Stones, except they were up the Titans' butts. Except they weren't anymore. Thanos cleaned them out, so now they're just Infinity Stones. Thanos said, I can stop this war. I can end it. But soon Dobby had arrived on his magic school bus and said, Miss Frizzle, launch the cannons. They had destroyed the Infinity Gauntlet. Welcome to our reading of Harry Potter and the Order of the Wah. Last that happened, Harry and the gang had freed Waluigi from his eternal slumber. Wah! Said Waluigi, and Harry looked at Shrek in confusion. Shrek started to play the Shrexophone to try and calm the purple behemoth. Waluigi said, Enough, fools. I know your plans. I agree. Dobby has done too much of the diddling. Soon, Waluigi had flown to grab his good friend Saitama from One Punch Man. And they had flown all the way to New Zealand to fight Dobby. Dobby sat on his throne saying, Have you brought me Harry back? I must show him who is master now. Waluigi said, Can it, fool? Me and my best friend are going to kill you. Dobby looked at them and said, Do you think you can do that? Soon he sprung from his chair and he killed Saitama in one fell swoop. Waluigi looked and said, You think that scares me? He only had 1% of my power. Soon, Waluigi and Dobby were wrestling in the mud. They had to rip their shirts off. Dobby, said Waluigi, stop this. You don't have to die. We can just lock you up in a sex dungeon for all of eternity. Dobby said, No, you cannot hold me. Those mortal chains cannot stop me. They must be furry. No, said Waluigi, you don't get fuzzy manacles. Then Waluigi grabbed out his rocket launcher and launched a mini Waluigi out of it. Dobby thought he could dodge it, but the rocket had made its mark. Dobby died in an explosion 10,000 nukes big. The war was over, and Waluigi was the sexiest man alive. Shrek had flown everybody on his magical carpet over to the scene of the blast, and he played some Shrexophone to calm everybody's nerves. Ash Ketchum used Pikachu and said, Use Thunderbolt. Waluigi must die. Waluigi dodged it and quickly dispatched of Ash Ketchup and Pikachu. Waluigi said, Wah! And he destroyed the world, only leaving Waluigi and Shrek.